There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. My name is Evan. I'm from Hikvision, South Africa. Today, we've got a wonderful webinar. This is all about our Wonder Hub itself and obviously some features in that as well as certain equipment. So thank you very much for taking the time for joining. However, we did invite a lot of people to come out to visit us here. And I just want to do a shout out for everybody that came out to visit. I really appreciate it. Let's just give them a little bit of a shout out there. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. There's nobody. I'm on my own. All right. Let me change the camera angle again. So, all right. So getting started into it, first of all, thank you for being here, but there is a lot to go through and there's a lot more information, and I really would like to share as much as possible. So starting off, first of all, with letting you know about all the different resources. There goes my laptop again. Okay. Is it moving now? It's not moving. My apologies. It's not moving. Have you tried turning it on and off? Yes, I have. All right, give it a second. There we go. Going to the next page. All right. So for content, first of all, we're going to get into our interactive flat panel displays. So that is the overview of just the discussion. I think that's the highlight of everything. I've got a unit here, so I will definitely highlight that and show you guys how that looks like. I'll change the camera angle a little bit on that one, and then we're going to obviously get into a little bit more detail. Moving forward, letting you know that we have won multiple awards when it comes to this features of our interactive flat panel. So in the interactive flat panel, give me 1 second, let me just close the door. Sorry, I'm multitasking. It does not work. All right. So obviously we started with it back in 2016. We've obviously had interactives as well, a lot of those features, and they've upgraded over the years. So there's a lot of new features that comes with it. So definitely please stay tuned. But just to let you know the history of it, we've come a long way. And last year we've updated to the latest version of our Wondercast itself. So I would definitely like to highlight that we went from the 4 to the 5, but moving forward. Okay, so just to let you know in the market where we are situated. So since 2000 till 2024, 2020 and 2024, we have really climbed the ladder. I know that there are other interactive flat panels out there, but if you've ever played with ours and used ours, it's just so simple and so easy to make use of. So we in the top 8, that was last year, the year before that, 2024. I think that for 2025, I think we've really jumped a lot more. So I'm not sure exactly where we are on that banner, but this is the last data information that I had. So we'll definitely have a look at that on the system when we get a chance in future. All right. So moving forward. So why choose this? Why go this route if it goes to the next page? Just give it a second to jump to the next page. I like it when things work so nicely. All right. So why choose the Wonder Hub? Well, there's a lot of features in there that, I mean, majority of places where you go for office, schools, universities, colleges, etc., will make use of this type of feature. So, I mean, that's the first part of it. The second part of it is we have a vast amount of certifications when it comes to these. We also have R&D, more than 1,000 people that are dedicated as engineers to work on this, on a daily basis, as well as globally, where we have different centers that we can make use of for any other hardware requirements and etc. So there's a lot of benefits when it comes to that. Everything is designed in-house. So we manufacture it from our warehouses, from our factories, and then it goes to our warehouses. I was very fortunate enough to go and visit the factory in Tonglu. It will tell you there. It's a 1 million square meter building. Well, technically speaking, that's just that part in Hangzhou. Tonglu is a little town outside of Hangzhou. But at that factory itself, that's where we assemble. We've got the robots in there, building and designing and making it, putting it all together. So you know that the product has a wonderful quality when it comes to it. There's no issues. There's no somebody sneezed and now there's marks all over the camera. Those type of features, if you get what I'm saying. So we do that. The robots are pretty cool. They collect the displays and all the other boxes and all the units, and they put them into different categories where they need to go to be dispatched. So those robots are pretty cool, but letting you know that it's all there and everything is perfect on that. Then globally itself, when it comes to the market and the service, as well as the network capabilities of this, we have a lot of call centers out there globally. We have a lot of logistics centers as well as our centralized businesses like here, South Africa. I think if you look at it, I'm going to use my mouse on that display. I'm multitasking here, and again, I can't. But South Africa is there. We've got all of it. So we have in-house R&D. We have our own logistics environment here. We have our call center that is available to assist you with firmware upgrade, password reset, and was firmware upgrade, password reset. Now, I forgot what this third one was. Firmware upgrade, password resets, and unbinding. There we go. Unbinding. I remembered those three. All right. So moving on, letting you know, obviously, there's a lot of other places where you can go to. So maybe you are outside the border. We can go on. So we also, like I mentioned, have multiple certifications from the TCO certification to say that our product is really well assembled, as well as the energy certification for global standards. It only uses 83 watts. And I mean, that's not a lot per 1,000 hours. So we've got a lot of other certifications, but I know that's pretty much boring. In South Africa, there's majority of the time two certifications that are very important. It's the CE certification, which we have, as well as the ICASA certification for South Africa, which we also have. So, I mean, there's a lot over the country. So, yeah. And this has been used multiple times at different places, different venues, different accounts. So there's more than 500,000 units that's already been sold. That was, again, that record is only since 2024. So I haven't really got the data information for 2025 and also for this year so far. So people use them for classrooms. They use them for meeting rooms. I mean, there's a lot of other places. I know some of the sports clubs are also using them. I mean, doctors are using them to give lectures while they do operations. Not like open, like just little things. But anyway, moving forward, so it's a wonderful system all now. But let's get into that system a little bit more, letting you know about those features. So the Wonder Hub has multiple features in there, and we're going to break them down little by little, just giving you bare information on that. And something happened there. Don't ask me what happened. It's buffering. Okay, there we go. It's moving around. Okay, it's supposed to have moved. My apologies. Can't wait for my new computer. Okay, so let's try that again. Is it going to move? Supposed to have had that interactive there, letting you know. Let's see what happens if it moves a little bit. Not much happened. Okay, so it's supposed to have moved. Maybe there's something wrong with that little video, Jeff, but my apologies. That's my computer, not our products. Ne? Then letting you know about the products. There's a lot when it comes to this for the smart display family. Starting off, obviously, we have our first one, which is our G2 series, value series. Please take note that there are different categories and there are different interactive flat panel displays. So at this moment, I have the professional G2 series, but there's also the value one that's got a little bit less. That is if you really want to just use the most basic things like the whiteboard. And there was something else, whiteboard casting. and your HDMI ports and everything else like that. So it's very straightforward and simple. Then we also have the Ultra series as well as the G1 series as well. But like I said, depends on what category that you would like to go to. And there's a lot of features in some of them. For mine today, I'm only going to focus on the professional G2 series. I've got the 75-inch. It also comes in a 65-inch as well as an 86-inch. I would love to have the 86 at home. Please, management, be nice, be kind. Moving forward, underneath that, obviously, we've got stands. Then we also have our OPS systems. One second. I had to go fetch mine. So this is the system. It's got an all connection, everything, and then on the wait, hold on. Let me do this. Do that. There we go. Maybe you can see a little bit more. It's got all these different ports. Am I shaking? I'm shaking. It's got all these different ports and plugs and everything. We're talking about networking, Type-C, HDMI in, HDMI out, audio in and out, USB 1, USB 3, USB 2, not USB 1, my apologies, and USB 2. I mean, you've got a power button there. They're just great little devices. Let me put it down so that we can move on. So you get two different models there. The one with the T5 is the i5 Intel processor, and then the one with the T7 is the i7 processor. They are different models, so definitely have a look at that. And then you also have this little Wonder Dongle itself. It's part of the Wonder Hub family. This is how it looks like. It's got a little button there in the top. It also has NFC on it, so if you want to use NFC, it's got a Type-C connection, and you can also join it with a USB camera. This side. My apologies. The camera today is not its day. I think he thinks it's Monday, and it's a him, yes, because it's a guy. We make those mistakes. But you just plug it in, and then you have it in USB. I mean, it's very straightforward and simple. We'll get into that a bit more. I'm going to put that aside. Then we obviously have the pens as well as the remotes that can be used. So I've got mine here by me. I don't have the document scanner, but the document scanner is pretty cool. My wife has asked me a few times because all those slips and all those documents that they need to scan into the system to post it into the cloud. I mean, yes, you can use a printer with scanner, but I mean, sometimes it's just easier with the slips. And I mean, if you've ever tried to do slips with a printer and then close the lid and then the paper goes left. I don't know why. Why does the paper always go left, never right? Anyway, moving forward, then we obviously have our webcams as well as the pillar, the all-in-one pillar. I'm going to pick up mine. There's the all-in-one pillar. Very nice little stand that it's got. It's got a little light to indicate to you. It's got microphones in here. It's also got a privacy lens. Mine is connected somewhere out there. I don't know where mine is, but there's a little cover that goes in the front so you can block the camera. You can also swivel the camera up and down. Look, down, up. So that's pretty cool. And the cool part is on the top section here, you have a remote, and the remote can be used to, volume. And let me do volume. And you can also zoom in. Mine doesn't want to zoom in. Oh, it's already zoomed in. Zoom out. Why don't you want to zoom in and out? I'm trying to talk to it, but okay. Mine's not working now. My apologies. I don't know why. Moving forward, I think it's because I'm in the Zoom and it's connected. That's the reason why. My apologies. And I didn't set it up. So, and then I'm using the all-in-one bar, which is here in front of me. Let's change that camera angle around so I can show you the all-in-one bar. There we go. All-in-one bar. Mine is on a stand. It's a Hikvision stand, but it's not designed for that application. But anyway. And then on the side of it, you've got your Type-C, you've got LAN, you've got all these other features. So just wanted to highlight that a little bit, just a little bit. Can you see my nose? Hey, no, I'm joking. All right, 1 second. Let me change camera angle again. This is that. All right, moving forward, then we also have the little PTs and the PTZ. So those little devices are designed for boardroom. We'll get into that a little bit more. It rotates and it's got AI and it follows your voice like this one does. If I'm standing over here, camera, hello, supposed to follow me. I think I disable it for focus. I know it does zoom out, but it doesn't move left and right because I disabled that. And then obviously we also have the software side. So let's get onto the software side. That's this section here. So we got the WonderCast OS 4. That's the latest version. We also have the AI that goes with that. Sorry, AI. I'm looking this side and that side. And then we have the new whiteboard with all the new nice features. We also have the Google apps that's on there. We've got sharing as well when it comes to that, especially in the WonderCast as well, detecting certain devices in your region, as well as the Classroom Hub feature that's in there. Then we also have the software to do a lot of other things. I mean, from checking in your classes to seeing what your attendance are, and also recording your classes. That's how big the device is. It's fairly big. It's touch screen, so it's got camera for check-in in the front, and it's got all these little buttons and features at the bottom section. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the wrong bottom section. Bottom section, you've got like HDMI input, output, etc. So when you have the input, you can record. So if you want to record a recorder, like a DVR or NVR, you can make use of that. There, my camera does zoom. Moving on. Let's just wait for the page to turn. The page turn. Doesn't want to turn. Okay, there we go. So let's get into more detail. So yeah, we got the G1 unit just to highlight that features. But in my environment, I've got the G2 unit. So starting off, first of all, where's my little laser? Little laser, come on. We obviously, first of all, have the OS 4 system. It's Android with certification approval. The coolest part is this is only 480 nits of brightness. So if you are familiar with that, it means that that brightness in your eyes is not going to hurt your eyes. It's also got special temperature sensors so the classroom doesn't heat up. Built-in cameras with microphone. The coolest part is it's got an 8 megapixel built-in. That 8 megapixel is designed in order to do 4K. And then the sound is there to pick up to 12 meters, which is just amazing. You've got all the features of HDMI, like I said, inputs and one output, which is just brilliant. I like that because there are not a lot of devices have that output feature. Sometimes they only have inputs. Moving on, touchscreen, obviously USB, Type-C, 100 watts, so you can charge your phone if you really wanted to. Built-in loudspeaker with a little, I won't say it's a subwoofer, but it's got pretty good sound. So it's got built-in. I know that this system, and don't go technical on me, I think it was 2.1 sound that comes out at the back, so which is pretty cool. And then obviously flat panel, volume control, home buttons, everything at the bottom of it. That's that section there next to the pens. Moving on, you got all these other features that you can slide to the left or slide to the right. You also have the 8-core processor that's built in there for the Android 14 with the Google certification and with the Google apps that's in there. It does come with 8 gig. Please take note that if you go with the professional G2 model, you can up it with virtual up to 16 gig, which is pretty cool. 128 gig of RAM that's in there just for the built-in memory. Obviously, also different buttons and sensors in there. And then you also have the stand that you can also order. You can either mount it, wall mount stand, whatever the situation might be. Moving on from there, the cool part also is you've got that zero glare that's on the device itself, so makes a lot easier when it comes to the classes. Sometimes it feels like these displays will have that little clean wrap around it. So, and I mean, that's not always a nice feel or, to it. Also, this is designed for special use when it comes to classes and kids scratching it. So it's got all those nice little features in there. What else is there? You got the pens in the front, like I said. Oh, there we go. Built-in 2.1 channel built-in audio system. There we go. And there's the bass. Okay? So it's pretty loud, pretty good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, if I'm telling you, I would love to have this at home. My wife won't approve of it, though. How do I convince her? It's worth it, isn't it? Moving forward, please don't tell her I said that. We also have that the anti-blue light itself on the display. So making sure that it doesn't hurt your eyes, just like the newer monitors that we are also using these days. So it's got all those nice features built into it. Moving on from that one. Then we get into how the main panel would look like if you open it up. So first of all, you have obviously Android 14, like I said. The cool part about Android 14 as third-party application, not the same as your mobile phone. There's a difference between mobile Android and third-party Android, not the same Android, by the way. So when it comes to third-party, obviously, if you move to the left-hand side, you can obviously look at the temperature of the device, look at the humidity side of it. You can also have some help features that's on there. You also have the little button at the bottom section that you can switch to either the system, which is the Android version, or the OPS system, that's the PC, or your HDMIs, VGAs, or whatever the case might be. Moving on from that one itself, obviously you can see the time. It comes with Google already installed. You have the Wondercast in there. The nice thing about the Wondercast is you can use this code or scan the QR code to share. So it gives you that little bit of freedom. And then also you got over 20 built-in buttons, and I will highlight them a little bit later, built-in tools, sorry, not buttons. And then you have the button part here, the bottom section, to help you to set up the volume, the brightness, etc. So there's quite a few features in there, your home button. I mean, there's a lot to go through. Yo. Moving on from that page, just to let you know about the Google side of it. Waiting for it to move. Magic. It's buffering. So, yeah. So how's the weather, guys? It's a Friday. It's lovely. For the guys on YouTube, it is a Friday today. So, my apologies. I don't know why it's got the flu. Let's give it a moment to see what we can continue on that. If not, I'm going to have to probably switch to the live view here. So bear with me on that one. Let's just see if it's going to continue. It's continued to buffering. Yeah, it is. Okay, let's switch it up. I mean, these things happen in the real world as well. Let me try and move it over to the display area. So bear with me for a second. Okay. Okay. Oh, it did move. All right, it did move. So bear with me. I'm not going to move the camera now, but let's just do this then. Let's use the internal move. Okay, my apologies for the mix-up. I think it's because of the moving images that's there. So my apologies. My camera is going to be very slow. So we'll deal with that just now. So letting you know about all the Google features that are in there. So I mean, it's just like your mobile phone or any other Google device. You have obviously your YouTube and all the other things that's in there, as well as your Google emails, your classroom, which is very good for when it comes to schools. You also have that multi-window mode itself, up to 4, so you can slice it up into different areas. You can also do split screen mode, so you can use one program and use another program. The cool part is the camera that's built in there. And let's just change this now. There we go. Move this. The camera that's in there, Come on. Come on. Work with me. Laser, go away. All right, let's move to this camera again. All in one. Hopefully you can see, I'm going to try to move it a little bit closer to the camera. That's the cool part about it. Yeah, look at that magic. No, don't go all funky everywhere. All right. So the nice thing is, and I need to remember my bearings now. Okay, there, the camera. All right. So let's change the camera itself. So you got this button here. I don't know if you guys can see my apologies. It's on the bottom right-hand side. So when you click on the button, that's volume, sorry, wrong button. You can go towards the camera. This is the camera. Can you guys see? Hopefully some of you can see. So this is the camera, it's my classroom. That's another display on that side. When it comes to this camera itself, you've got also the video that's in there. Lord, that's nice. Okay, so now it zooms into my voice. So wherever I am, it's showing you. If I move to another side, it will move towards me. Camera over here. There we go. Oh, look at it. Hey? So there is a few seconds delay, but to make sure that it knows exactly where in the room that you are, so it can present whatever your face would be. I think that was pretty cool, though. Moving on, let's just change this now again. So besides that, and the speaker that's following you and moving around, and it goes to the next slide, hopefully. There we go. Okay, yeah, go. It's those little videos that creates a lot of problems there. Okay. So in the next one is when we are using the cloud login. So I want to make use of that feature. So let's see if I can highlight that itself. We're going to do something ridiculous now. We're going to change this. Bear with me, guys. We are winging this today. There we go. Okay, all that is now done. Let's just make sure everything is nice and set. So then we're going to go and switch off. Okay, give it a few seconds. And let's see if we switch back on. Then it's going to give you this login screen. It's going to either ask you to log in with your account detail, maybe by the cloud, or using as a guest. As a guest, you can still make use of the whiteboard, but you're limited to what you can do. It depends on the manager for the account, what they have set up and how they want to set up. For mine, I'm going to log in local. I'm going to use face. And if I look at it, there you go. It picked up my face and it logged into the device. I mean, how cool is that? So that's pretty cool. Moving on. A bit of other features there. You can use your face. You can also use NFC password or a USB stick, so that you assign to that. And you can give permission. You can put people into different groups. And like I said, in the guest, you can still use the a whiteboard feature that's in there. So it gives you a lot of freedom. You can also use the QR code to scan. So, I mean, it's just brilliant all over. Moving on from there, up to 10 users. Sorry for the question that was asked. 10 users, up to 10 users. That's in there before we continue to the next page. If it does connect to the next page today, maybe tomorrow. Let's try another button. It's not going. Oh, there we go. It's buffering again. Okay. So I'm just scared it's going to skip. So I'm quickly going to tell you 4 built-in themes. You've also got this little, on the right-hand side, customization little button that you can make use of to give you easy access to everything. At the bottom section, you can change your login information as well as the AI. The button will get into that feature, and then obviously the button on the side there to change the volume as well as your brightness and connect to whatever connection that you want to connect to. The nice thing about that built-in theme, it's very straightforward and easy to make use of. So, okay, wait for the camera to wake up. There we go. And then when it gets to that part, I can just go to my normal settings. In my settings, I can go to display. In display, I can select theme. I've got the new educational one that's in there, but maybe I want something a little bit different. Maybe I want the mountain view theme itself. And I mean, it's up to you if you want to go and change to whatever category that you want. So there I've changed mine. I've got the mountain scenery in there. So it's a brilliant little unit to focus on. Moving on from there. Then for the AI, and unfortunately, our office has network issues. So I'm connected to something else, providing me access. Unfortunately, I did not have enough time to try and fix the network issue that we are facing. So I'm just going to try to share a little bit on this one. Give me a second. Yeah, I need to change this camera angle a little bit. Maybe that is better. That looks like it could be better, hopefully. So when it comes to that feature, I don't know why it doesn't want to go to the next page, but let's hope it does. In that AI, you can use the AI button here for the Wonder OS AI. So that will open up, gives you a little information about what all three can do. So the first one is just like a normal Google search, but using AI itself. Then the last one is if you are searching for something specific, you maybe want an answer. What is that? It's a panda. And then the last one is if you want to record for notes. So again, my apologies. Mine is not working due to my network environment issues. But if you go to the normal main wall, or any other area, I have a shortcut here on the right-hand side. I can use the shortcut to my advantage. Double click on the AI. It will open up and I can speak to it and I can say, hey, Ami, how are you doing? Or I can just touch it itself. Mine's not set up. My apologies. How are you doing? It's going to give me a network issue. You see, I've got a network issue. So network issue, my apologies. But it's a nice little feature. I can also make use of the AI image. So I can go and draw an area and say, please explain to me what that is. And online, it will then go and search what that is and give you the AI information. My apologies that mine's not working. And the last one is recording, the AI notes. So I can record, and again, mine's not working now. And I can change the subtitle. See, it's giving me issue. It can also be English and a different language. So it will keep and store that notes for you. So if you want to go and see, it will also sum it up for you to make it easier. Close, close, close. There, close. Stop. Stop. No. Okay. We're not going to save that for later. Right. Oh, you got the page. There we go. So very nice little feature. As I mentioned, you also have that text to voice. You can ask questions. It will give you all that information. See, there's a nice little video to highlight that as well. That's one that's working, not like mine, unfortunately. All right. So you can talk to it and ask it a lot of things. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. Let's move on from there. So as I mentioned, for the languages itself, you can also use different languages to translate something for you to make it easier, highlight something, and you can use the Wikipedia information to understand what it's all about. It gives you all the detail, and you can also go to a specific website to give you that information. It has over 11 different languages that it can translate to. So I know there's more, but no, there's no isiZulu Xhosa. I'm sorry, but this is real. So maybe you want to write one. Moving forward on that languages, then we get into some of the other real-time features, like I said, that recording schedule. So it can record, then while it's recording, it can translate that information for you. It will store it, make notes about it, and you can also scan or use a QR code to scan to share that, whether it's an image, a PDF, or the QR code, and they will have that information about what we just summed up. I mean, it's very easy. There's the notes. There's the summary of that meeting itself or that classroom, and then it will give you all that information, and then you can go and share it. Just wait for it to get there. It's a little bit slow on my side. Don't know about your side. Okay, but it's there, so hopefully you all can see that. I just want to speed up the process a little bit here. Then for the whiteboard's got a lot of features built into that. Those features are just really, really unique. So there's 50 different points. What this means, and I'm going to turn to the camera now again. So I'm going to open up my whiteboard. And just to let you know, there's more than 50 people that can write at the same time. Okay, mine's not set up. Okay, give me a second. Multiple writings. There we go. Mine's not set up. So you can have multiple writings and different people. I mean, there is all these features that you can make use of. I mean, everybody can write at the same time. I mean, and you can change colors and have different options. So it's a very nice little feature. The cool part is also you can use the eraser. You can make it a little bit bigger as well, or just cut out a certain area. So I want to erase this area, erase it, or I can just use the eraser like normal, or my hand, and I can do the whole thing like a normal board. I mean, how cool is that? That is so cool. So there's a lot of features in there. Okay, you guys can't see that features too well because of the camera lighting condition. My apologies. I can't fix that, can I? Can I fix that? I can't fix that, but hopefully you guys can understand. But there's quite a lot of other features, so I mean, it's going to be pointless if I continue with that. I can't even see so now. Okay, it's a lighting condition area. Let's see. Maybe I can change the lights. Oh, that's bright. Did that work? That made it worse. Okay, so let's not go there. Let's change that around. So give me a second. Let's move this back. All righty then. My battery there to lift up the camera. There we go. All right. So my apologies, lighting condition, these things happen. So let's use this to explain. So you get all the different shapes and all the different patterns. I mean, there's all these little plugins that you can make use of. Those are designed for you to use for math classes, science classes. I mean, rulers, just so many different programs in there besides just the basic things. You can add pictures, you can add in tables, you can add in shapes and 3D shapes. You can use normal compass, degree angles, rulers, different ways to showcase your information, notes, calculator in there. I mean, there's so much. The cool part is you can email this to people. You can share it via a picture. You can share it via PDF. They can scan the QR code and receive it. I mean, it's just brilliant when it comes to that. So there you can see there's all the shapes and everything, different types. I mean, sure, it's just amazing on its own. And then we have this feature, where maybe it's somebody's birthday in the class, or maybe somebody wants to give a welcome message. Is it not changing? Why don't you want to change? Change to the next slide. There we go. So you can wish somebody a happy birthday. There's plenty of these notes in there that you can make use of. So there's different topics, different categories. You can set up that welcome message itself. So it's a very easy way to do that. You can also write your own or do your own. And it's got AI to tell you that if you maybe draw something, what shape is it? So if you draw it in a specific shape, like maybe a different, okay, there goes that video. Text to information. It's that video that's now broken. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit broken. And then also maybe your tables. Maybe I put in, like we showcase here, a smiley face, and then I ask it to do it, and it does a smiley face for me. So nice and easy to make use of. And then for that casting, there's quite a bit more that's in there. Just wait for the table to turn. There we go. So as I mentioned, all those extra bar buttons for customization, your YouTube videos that you can showcase through Chrome and YouTube. the hub features that you have in there for art and everything else, the easy browsing, so I can write the word cat and I can ask the AI to search that, what do they find online as images, and I can pull the image into it. So there's the cat, and then I can search it, and then it gives me all these pictures, and I drag and drop a cat in there as an example. This is the feature I wanted to showcase, but because of the reflection in the light condition of my cameras, my apologies, don't have the right studio for that. But we also have onboard planning for footballs or basketball matches. So that's a very cool feature. I really wish that I could showcase that. Maybe it will look better if I do. Let's see. There. So let's change that again. My apologies. I really want to show this. I really, really want to show it. Let's switch off the camera, the lights. Right. It should be now working, sort of. No. Okay, let's try this now. Let's move that to there. Okay, maybe you can see, maybe you can't see. I'm hoping that you can see. Maybe let's move a bit forward. Slightly. I think some of you can see that a little bit, right? So the nice thing is, for football, you can say where your positions needs to be, and you can move them into different areas. You know, I mean, it's not a game, it's just a strategy board for that kind of environment. You can change how many players. This got 22 players. I mean, there's quite a lot of features in there, and you can just reposition where. I mean, it's just a great overall. I'm really hoping that some of you could see that a little bit. So nice little features. You also have that feature for the normal math class as well as the science classes, your different outputs itself. You can also have one tap auto save and also just normal save. So auto save allows you to save it while you're busy working on it. So that's pretty cool. So every 5 minutes, it will go through that. You can, use that feature because you don't know what's going to happen. It's a classroom. Moving on from there, like I said, the soccer score or the soccer environment for football, you have that feature that you can make use of. There's a lot of different AIs in there, and I definitely recommend any sports person to look at it. I have requested, where is the cricket and the rugby? Then they told me, yeah, we'll see if we can. It would be a nice feature. So, yeah, hopefully. Never know. Anything is possible with the firmware upgrade. Then we get into the cable management systems. Like I said, we can use our normal HDMI, VGA cables, Type-C cables, DVI cables. So it gives you all that little bit of freedom. You also have the Wondercast that you can make use of. It can work through Apple, through a smart TV, or through Microsoft multicasting. I use mine quite a lot. Go to your Windows PC, press the Windows key and K. Make sure that it's been set up, and then you'll find your devices and it will share it. So, which is perfect, nice little features. Then for the little dongle itself that's there, like I mentioned, this is the unit. It's a very easy, simple unit to make use of. All you have to do is just plug it in. You also can charge your phone or charge your laptop at the same time if you only have one HDMI. You can also connect it to your phone. So there's multiple different ways that you can use it, but a lot of people don't know, for the all-in-one bar, you can also make use of it. So it's also a nice little feature that you can also plug in and use that for that capability. So there is a little video about that, but we're not going to play that. So for multicasting, there's different ways that we can make use of it. Like I said, for classroom-based areas, you can use that. You can also cast from your display, this display, to other people's mobile phones. So they can also see it, or share your mobile phone on there. So vice versa. Like I said, with the stand itself, so a very nice little system. What else? Design, shapes, yes, we did go through. Meetings. It works with Zoom, TeamView, we do, I mean, there's so many different options itself nowadays. I use Zoom, obviously, majority of the time, so it makes it a lot easier. So that gives you a little bit more freedom when it. And finally, obviously, there's so many different ways that we can make use of all the tools. There is up to 20 built-in tools that's in there. So from your calculator to calendar to your whiteboard feature, the camera that takes pictures as well as also record, stopwatch that's in there, one-touch lock. So if you're teaching, you want to leave the class, recording it, whatever you are doing. Oh, piano. Okay, let's do piano. Let's do it. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see. Let's go piano. Okay. Maybe you can see this, maybe you can't. I'm going to try my best to make sure. That's on the right-hand side. You scroll somewhere, you'll find a piano. There we go, piano. I want to make mine a little bit bigger. Full screen, please. There we go. And then if you are maybe a person, I can't. I mean, I really can't. What was it? It was. Yeah, I did it first try. Okay, I've been practicing. Don't tell people. Um, but I mean, you got a built-in piano that is. You can also upgrade it to make sure that you are using the happy birthday mode itself, so it sings happy birthday. I mean, overall, there's so many cool things about this. How many of you really want this at home? I do. I definitely do. Okay, move. Go to the next one. Go to the next one. Come on, you can do it. We're at the end. Okay, so as I mentioned, the welcome messages. You also got the happy birthday. You can add in a person's picture in there. So you can put actual photos in there for the classroom. So it makes it a lot easier. You also have the file browser, so you can browse through the file. And then you also have the iTest that's in there. So iTest gives you the capability to look at your person that's in the view. iTest. You have to stand away from it. Okay, start. I failed this one. So you stand 3 meters away, and then it will see the picture of the person. Like, okay, that's wrong. How about that? No, that. Okay. Okay, we'll try again. We'll try again. How about this one? Time out. Okay. That way. No, this way. Okay. I took too long. I'm getting confused with my own view here. That's down. 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 Okay. Oh, there we go. Correct. This way. That way. Correct. This way. Go that way. Correct. It's this way. Correct. So, I mean, that's pretty cool for an iTest for classroom environment. So it's nice little features that's in there. It's probably going to fail me because I'm not there now. So just saying. Moving on from that one. Also, you can build your own quizzes. I mean, you can also do that. I mean, you got that feature. Oh, okay, I mean, you just move that there and change the camera. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool that you have all those features built into it. And for any class use of it, you can highlight a specific item and get some topic information about that. Moving on from there, like I said, it's a lot. It's too much to go through in one session. Okay, go on to the next page. Okay. Dual system design. So like I mentioned, from Android to the Windows, so it gives you that capability. Wonderful system. It's quick, easy to swap around. As I mentioned, all you do is take the device and slide it in, and then you turn on. And I mean, that's it. It's that simple, that easy. Last little bit, just to show you the accessories for this environment, for the Wondercast hubs itself. Like I mentioned, the all-in-one bar, the pillar, the box speaker. I mean, there's so many different things here, from the webcams all the way to the all-in-one bar, which is, you know, very nice little features. This one here. You also have the different tools. That all-in-one bar that I'm using here in the front, that thing is really cool. I mean, you've got a almost 120 field of view area. You've got wonderful speakers built in there, microphones that's in there. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was 8 microphones. I use it for all my recordings. Moving on from there, as well as the PTZ, as I mentioned, this is specially designed with AI technology, so it will follow you in the room wherever you are. It does up to 120 dBs itself of WDR in an environment. It uses the Type-C, and there's so many other ones as well that's there that can be used. I just want to turn my camera so you can see me a bit better, because I'm going to be ending it almost here. So let's just change camera angle there. One second. It would have been awesome if I had a camera crew, isn't it? Yeah. But I mean, you got this little speaker for office environment. It's got a Bluetooth. Mine's missing. A little Bluetooth thing that you can plug in. You can also use Type-C cable for that purpose. Let's change that around. So let's move that around. Come on. So that's the end of the slides. And let's just stop the sharing and only have the camera. There we go. Now you should be able to see. I mean, Type-C, you've got on button here, and you also have a Bluetooth button there. So you can turn it on. I'm turning mine on. And then the lights will come on. And I think my battery is dead. Somebody had it on and I never switched it off. So, okay. But anyway, so it will work. It will definitely work. And then, like I said, the all-in-one bar, just a close-up on the computer PC that's there. I mean, you can see there's quite a bit of features in there. Very nice little options. That's that one. The little dongle itself, there we go. So if you want a nice little close-up view of that, that's how it looks like. That's the unit. You got the USB there. You can also unplug it, and it's got a Type-C now. So it gives you that little freedom. It's a very nice little unit. And you got the button that you press to enroll it, to start it up. The classroom device itself for check-ins for the classroom. And like I said, you got all these features, got brackets at the back. You got all the HDMI inputs and outputs and everything else. So nice little feature. You can add cameras as well for the class. The pillar, this is how the pillar looks like. So very nice. I don't have that cover. I don't know what I did with my cover. I think I connected it to something somewhere, so I don't lose it. It's not here. Let me see on this one. Also not there. Okay, so I don't have the cover. I don't know where I put the cover. I think it could be in the upstairs display. But like I showcased that camera that's there. So I love this camera. This one is also cool, but this one is cool. This one, yeah. I mean, you can swivel that to a different area. This is where the pocket is for the remote. So you can connect the remote there. Type-C, so very easy to make use of. So let me put that down. There, it went disconnected. I want to show you guys I got a Type-C here. So it's on. Come on. You want to go on. I know you want to. Come on. Don't know why mine is not coming on. I think the battery is really, really, really fat. Or somebody dropped it. Could be. Don't know. Okay. Mine doesn't want to go on now. My apologies for that. But that's that unit. What else is there that I can show you besides that? I've got nothing else to show you besides the display here. Maybe if we change it, the camera angle, and maybe we look at the quality. Change that angle. There we go. I just want to change the camera setting. My bad. That was just the button. Settings. I just want to change the settings here for the brightness. How about that? No, that didn't make it better. That's no, low light, no. How about this one? That one looks a little bit better. Auto adjust, light. No, that just blurs it out. Frame, focus, new touch. Okay, so for whatever reason, I can't do that. Okay, I don't know which one looks better, but I'm going to keep this one, hopefully. So hopefully you can see a bit more details on there. So you got Google, so you can Google itself if you need to, but like I said, I've got network issues. My apologies on that one. You got your systems that you can change, your different options itself. Camera this side camera. Okay, but it's there. You can also swipe to the side, and then you have extra features in here, so you can have your home screen and it's not going anywhere. It's showing you guys black. Okay, there we go. Right, no. Okay. I think it's confused. It's trying to follow me. Auto frame. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my bad. I had auto frame on. Okay, so you got that feature here. So you can change to look at your temperatures and everything else, as well as, like I said, an easy shortcut to get to your buttons, like your home page. Maybe you want to do whiteboard, the system, Wi-Fi, screenshots, cameras. So, I mean, you can click on the camera, it will go towards camera. The nice part about it is your voice one. You can also change the settings, how you want it to be. Auto framing. There we go. That's a nice one that I also like to use. So let's see if it's going to get to this side. Hello. Hello, it's me. Yeah, this side. There we go. Okay, I'm just out of the angle itself, but I'm sure you can see that. That's pretty cool. Let's go. And you got these buttons at the bottom. So the nice thing is one of them is the home one. There we go, back to the home page. So you have that feature. Wondercast is there. All the features of Wondercast. This side. How about now? Wondercast. This side. Okay. I can't see so well, but letting you know. There is the code on the top right-hand side corner. Like I said, you can use the QR code, the code itself, or you can use your Windows casting itself, your normal casting services, as well as the little dongle that's in there. So nice little features. Okay, let's move on from that one. Let's change this to there. Okay. Now I can also see what's happening that side. Okay. So moving forward, your files, Gemini, your Play Store. I'm not logged in, but I'm just saying the Play Store is there. You also have all your Google apps that's on there, from Classroom to everything else. It's not so nicely focused on that camera, but the room is a bit on the dark side. So all your features itself, for music, etc. There we go. So everything is in there. Then you have all these additional tools, like I said, the ITS, your gallery. Also, one touch button for upgrade. This allows you to test, to check what is your upgrade features like. This side. Okay. It wants to focus on just me. Okay. You can't see it now, but it is there. You also have your welcome template. So as I mentioned, maybe you want to do a happy birthday. Maybe you want to, so there we go, happy birthday, and all wish you the best. Where's my sound? Sound? Okay. And then it's supposed to play. Okay, this one maybe doesn't play. I'm not too sure. Again, I'm sure that you can go and play around with it and figure that out. Oh, there we go. that was super weird, but letting you know that you do have that. I mean, balloons display. Anything happening with the balloons? Can you pop them? No, that would have been a cool feature. But anyway, moving on. So as I mentioned, there's the AI as well. I know you can't see it so nicely on the display for the camera, but we're trying to move to the back of it. Hello. Hello? Just like camera. Anyway. Okay. There you can see all three displays. I'm not in the image now, but you have all three to explain to you what they do individually. So it's pretty cool. And then obviously your WonderCast features as well. So adding maybe if you want to cast to other displays. I wanted to use it in my class today, but unfortunately, network issues. My apologies. You also got the WPS Office on there. So if you've got like Word, Excel documents, etc. So I don't know what else to show you guys besides that. I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed this. I tried. Thank you very much for everybody for being here. I mean, having a full class like this, all the snacks that I bought, I will not buy snacks again. So thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Keep well.